It's Marco and Cheats, Jock Center.
X1075. Covering your balls like no other, because we love sports here at X1075. So, Vikings running back, he's really good. Adrian Peterson. Mm-hmm. He's got a torn meniscus at his knee. This is bad news. He's going to need surgery. Here is the official report.
As we know, he suffered a meniscus tear Sunday night when the Vikings were playing the Packers, and he has told me directly that he intends to have surgery Thursday morning to go ahead and repair that. And he also added that he'll be doing that with optimism and faith. So to give a little bit of context to what that means to Adrian Peterson, when he suffered his ACL and MCL tear December 24th of 2011, I personally saw, as ESPN covered his rehab situation and what have you, that he was able to come back from that in about 5 to 6 months in terms of doing sprinting, running hills, which typically is unheard of for that type of injury with 2 ligament tears. So he will be taking that same mindset now as he goes ahead to elect to repair this meniscus in terms of what he feels like he can do in terms of coming back from it.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Not this year. He's not coming back.
Remember yesterday we were talking about when Vikings coach Crazy Mike Zimmer said that he might...
Zimmer! You got to say it like that.
Crazy
Zimmer!
Mike Zimmer! 2 exclamation points at the end of it.
One of them upside down.
Remember this clown was saying, he's like, we're not ruling him out for next week. I go, he has a torn meniscus. He ain't playing. Who are you trying to fool?
It's not happening. He's not coming back this week or this year.
Now he's gone for the year.
Yeah, I just, there's just not going to happen. Very bad news for Vikings fans who opened that new stadium. They'll have to go without Peterson, although he wasn't tremendously effective last year. He was okay.
Yeah, he led the NFL in rushing.
But I just seemed like he just wasn't him, though.
He led the NFL in rushing. I'll tell you what, that new stadium's cursed, though. Bridgewater is out, and now Peterson.
Plus, it's ugly as hell. The stadium's really ugly.
Looks like the worst mirror ever made.
X1075, we are Las Vegas' home for the Oakland Raiders. But if Ronnie Lott has his way, we won't be. He's involved with a group that is trying to keep the Raiders in Oakland.
Yeah, he's actually trying to buy the Oakland Coliseum to either refurbish it to make it suitable for the Raiders. Because right now the stadium's a debacle. It's just not up to standards. And I'm not a stadium snob, but that is arguably the worst stadium in all of sports in America. So he either wants to tear it down and rebuild a new one or refurbish it or whatever.
Basically, if he owns it, then he could set his own lease terms with the team, and he said he would do very favorable lease terms with the team after he, again, refurbishes the stadium, makes it great. So he is looking for investors. That is going to be very, very hard.
You know,
That's a lot of money.
A lot of times when teams have got one foot out the door and they're heading to a new city, you see these desperation plans come together to try to save it. I don't know if this is one of them. It kind of sounds like it. We'll see.
You know, it's usually celebrities, too, ex-players. It usually is like somebody's just going, you know what, let me do one more last-ditch effort.
Yeah, for example, like in Seattle when I was living up there and the Sonics left, the last-ditch effort was put together by former Sonics great Slick Watts, who didn't have $1 billion, but he's like, I'm Slick Watts, and I'm going to try to get some people to save the team.
Also in the NFL, Colin Kaepernick was voted most hated player. That is not a surprise. At least I'm not surprised.
No, the backlash he's gotten from this kneel-down national anthem thing has obviously caused a huge uproar.
Yeah, that has not helped him. Also, he's a terrible quarterback. I don't think that's helped either.
No.
So a lot of that's the thing about a lot of 49ers fan. I got a buddy who's a 49ers fan. He goes, I'm just mad that we're paying him so much money, and he sucks.
Yeah. And he can't even get on the field.
That's what I'm saying.
To sway people's opinion. The other people on the list, Jameis Winston, stole some crabs. And Ndamukong Suh stomps on people.
They were crab legs, in all fairness. There's a difference. They were crab legs.
Mr. Stompy and Ndamukong Suh, Tom Brady, the cheater, and Ben Roethlisberger's had some interesting encounters in bar restrooms. So.
Ndamukong Suh, it's funny you bring him up. He's had a quiet beginning of the year. I'm not saying he's played terrible, but you're not hearing about.
Yeah, he hasn't really pissed anybody off.
That's what I'm saying.
We're a little late in the season for Ndamukong Suh to not have pissed somebody off.
Get into week 3 and there's no suspension talk. I'm a little disappointed. Finally, a police officer uses his NFL tactics to help save a suicidal subject. Here's how it went down.
You like watching football? Who's your team? NFL? It's the Redskins? Yeah. Who they play this Sunday? You not sure? I'm not sure who the Skins play either. You like watching college football?
1088.
No? Not a Carolina fan? You are a Carolina fan? Me too. Think they're going to win tomorrow night? You hope so? Me too. Game's on at 7. I'm going to be out here riding around Saturday, Sunday night. I'm going to see you on the street, and we're going to talk about the Gamecocks game. I'm going to see you, and we're going to talk about the Redskins game. I'm definitely going to pull for them when they play Dallas, because I hate Dallas. You give me your hand? Step over here, bud. Come on back over. Come on over. Come on. Router, you want to grab that side of him? Just help him get over. Here, we're just picking you up over. We're getting you over on this side, bud.
So the guy's using the collaborative hatred for the Dallas Cowboys to talk this guy. This guy's about to jump off a bridge.
Now, was he on the bridge because the Redskins are 0-2?
Well, I was going to say, I'm a Redskins fan, and they usually make me want to commit suicide. But this was an interesting reverse psychology tactic to get you talked off the bridge. Right. But nonetheless, great job by that police officer to try to find a way to a common bond to get the guy,
He's
to
like,
out of harm's
way. I hate the Cowboys. Me too. All right, I won't kill myself. Let's go hate them together.
He's like, I can't find anything positive to say about the Redskins, so we'll just clown on the Cowboys, and that should work, and it did.